discipline, and I just couldn't get outside of myself. So what I did was I just would tell people, no, the running is for me. I run for myself.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started thinking about it this year, and some other feeling was developing inside of me, and I kind of just said, I'm going to pick a cause. I'm going to pick something.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking about what it might be, and then I thought, my family, they endure so much. They have to have so much patience listening to me talk about every run and every event that's coming up. And I want to detail, the shoes, and talk about the watch, and talk about the, for 6 months, a couple years ago, it was the heart rate monitor, and look at this, and look at that, and I could see where my route is, and I'm going to put water out on them. And there's just like 8 million things associated with running that are very esoteric, I guess is another time to use that word, and boring for them. But they slog through it. And I thought, obviously for their life, like I'd laid out my life for my family in a heartbeat. Anybody would for their family. So, but that's not what this dedication is about. But it is about honoring something. And I thought, okay, I have to honor my wife and my kids.
Yes.
So I run first for myself,
yes,
and I run second for my family. And then I came up with this idea that I would run third for, in quotes, you. The idea being that, and it really was a function of Twitter and the Sean Astin fan who had asked me to do an interview. She had seen me post a bunch of stuff about running,
yeah,
and people were kind of noticing it and stuff. But she said, "Can I have an exclusive interview?" And I said, and nobody else had asked. And I said, "Sure, you can have an exclusive interview." And so she sent me a bunch of questions, and I sat down to write the answers, and I wrote like a book. And I realized that this is something that really means something to me. It's really important to me, and it kind of came pouring out. It's available on her website, and then I started thinking, with the Twitter thing growing, and with my followers growing, and my understanding of what's going on with Twitter growing, and with her having tapped into that, kind of unleashed that little thing for me, I realized I didn't want to set myself apart from anyone. Like if you choose, you name it, my mother is bipolar, right? So if I chose, I'm going to run for bipolar awareness, which I did a huge bipolar awareness campaign a couple of years ago, largely inspired by my mom, and there was so on. But I didn't. But then somehow that felt like it was excluding others. So I just thought it would be really cool, and I came up with the hashtag Run3rd, RUN3, the numeral RD, hashtag Run3rd. And I said to people, who would you have me run for? And so people, and now if you go, and I only posted this website just a couple of days ago, and I did it, GoDaddy.com, and I kind of, in the middle of something, I don't even know what I did, but it's there. Yes. You can go to Run3rd.com, and you can see a list of many of the names, not all of them because the Twitter strand had lost some of them, but you can see the names of the handles and what they would have you run for, and run for to stop abuse, child abuse, or bullying. There was like 10 people who wrote about bullying. Then there was people, cancer comes up a lot. My father passed from cancer. He's still with me. Run3rd for him. And so the idea is that you say, run, instead of saying run for my dad, you say Run3rd for my dad, or Run3rd for world peace, Run3rd for, clean water, Run3rd for me, Run3rd for, and that, or ideas, or causes, Run3rd for Ronald McDonald, or Foundation, Run3rd for, and if you look back through it, it's really kind of cool.
Yeah.
You just see, it's like, I liken it to a graffiti wall, where people go by and they go, hey, run for my 4 kids. The littlest one's got challenges. Run for Proposition 8 just got in the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals struck down as unconstitutional. The Proposition 8 that was passed. So somebody Run3rd for gay rights, Run3rd for this, Run3rd for whatever. And then my thing is, I go and right before the race, I roll it up.
Yes.
And I carry it with me.
Oh, that's fantastic.
That's my thing. I'm running for all of those people and all of the things that are important to them, and I read them all so that it's specific. And I came up with a little.
This is frozen. So Justin, I want to make sure our feed is still going strong.
Yeah.
We are? Okay, very good.
Okay, can you see that? So I did this. I ran in the Tinkerbell half marathon at Disneyland the other day, which was great. I did it in under 2 hours. It was a personal best for me. And
that's great.
Yeah, so you can see it.
Yes.
Hashtag Run3rd.
Run3rd.
And just tweet, at Sean Astin LA, hashtag Run3rd 4, and then who you want me to run for. And eventually, like now, it doesn't just have to be about at Sean Astin LA. Anybody can. It's a hashtag.
Yeah.
So anybody can do it. If anybody else who's running the LA Marathon or any other 10K or 5K or whatever else wants to tweet to their people, hey, who should I run for? They just throw it up there, and it's like a living memorial is the way I look at it.
That's fantastic. Yeah. And there is applicability. Like, there it is, that word again. It can be applicable for anyone, anytime.
That's Christine and the girls. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
So Christine is my wife. Allie is my 15-year-old. Itzy is 9, and Bella is 6. I don't know if the people saw this, but they were jumping around in the background. Before it got dark
Just
outside.
for a minute.
And then at the Disney one, I ran for, because it was Disney. Where is it? Is it off of here now? Oh, this is the first one. Oh, I had a picture of Oso on there, on the one I ran, but we weren't Disney, because that was a Disney character. Anyhow, there's a couple,